Well, Pusha had dropped Infrared and Drake had dropped Duppy, and then Nicki had tweeted. It was like a moment of frustration a little bit because it's just like, damn, here it goes again with my name being brought up, but not for the conversation I wanted to be brought up with. It's just like kind of just being thrown around as a pawn. I woke up the next day like, let me just put this down. I named it Destiny Freestyle because I felt like, especially at that moment, it was a good time to kind of take my own destiny into my own hands, and I just kind of wanted my voice to be heard without, my name just being thrown around, like, well, shit, since people are saying my name, let me just at least say my side, so people can know that I'm a person too. I think people, they just heard my name and just thought ghostwriter, but it's like, whoa, it's a whole life over here. I see things clearer than ever. Popsicle juice on my leather, that's what I get. Just had to say yes. That's the real life that's going on. I got kids, they don't care that I'm with Genius. When I come back, they want popsicles in the car, which is a big mistake. Had to change my idea of success. Stay in my lane and don't trip on the next. What's for me, it'll be what I'ma get. Hecklers wanna buy my set. I am not upset. Joke's on you, I still got a check. Every real rapper realizes I'm a threat. Hand over the button like Kim Jong, but I'm calm like Obama them. I have never seen a single battle Karma didn't win. I have never seen a poppin' rapper with a missing limb. There's no point in pressing the button because Karma will get you. Karma got me. Karma will get anybody. I got one leg. Karma's out here. Scratch rap, anything. Technically, I won already. I'm just saying. It took a minute for myself to understand. My destiny was already in my hand. You're speaking something into existence because that's not how I felt when I made it. I didn't feel like my destiny was in my hands, and I feel like it's coming into fruition. Name drops out here, name drops. Associates, old friends got suggestions. I was getting calls from people that I hadn't spoke to in centuries with tons of advice. Oh man, you need to move. Oh, you need to do this, Which, I appreciate, all the advice. But some of y'all, I hadn't talked to y'all in ages. I don't even know how you still have my phone number. Nicki popping off, she ain't never met me. Niggas got opinions, don't even know me. The bars kind of took it as a diss and they were like, in my comments and stuff, but it actually wasn't a diss. It was actually just like, man, you don't even know me. Like, if you knew me, then you wouldn't use my name like that either, because I'm not a bad guy. The bars, y'all are serious. Listen, I fuck with Nicki. I don't even want the crown, I'm just doing me. Mike, Will, Metro, they about as old as me. Wanna be mentioned with them, not just some old beef. Shout out to Pusha T, man. He's a real one when he dropped the project. Like, I hit him and I was like, yo, like, I'm super conflicted because as a Pusha T fan, I got exactly what I want from this project. But as Quentin Miller, it's just like, man, you kind of brought me back into the same narrative. With the next diss song, which I don't have nothing to do with, but, he started off ghostwriting aside. And then that night he called me and was like, yo, I really wanted to make sure you heard that, heard that I wanted to switch the narrative up, and, he's been bigging me up. If you're reading, this was like 2015. I lost a leg in 16. I was just trying to show just how weird it is, just like how that one story is the only story that's with me. I mean, I lost a leg the next year. I had so much other things than just that whole Meek, Drake ghostwriting thing that I had to deal with. I put out so much music, done so much, worked with so many people since that, and here we are in 18, and I'm still the ghostwriter. Look, if you can't tell by now, I ain't about the hype. I create waves, I'm not the wave riding type. Big mistakes, grave ones I made throughout life. Try to learn from them, do it better next time. Collaborated with my favorite rapper a few times. I don't want none of his credit, I'm just focused on mine. Drake is definitely one of my favorite rappers. We worked on a few songs, and it's just the way that it got out there. People are like, oh, he wrote everything. There's a big difference between wrote for and collaborated, despite how people may perceive things. Like, they weren't in those studios with us and having those conversations and, building with us. Like, they don't know what it was like. Me and OVO, we're on good terms. We're always gonna be on good terms. I mean, at the end of the day, they changed my life. I could never repay them for that, I was making songs back when I had a job. I do have a life, 2 kids and a dog. I ain't tripping at all. Not at all. This was the second time that I had been through like the whole little hype of being involved with a Drake beef. This time I was like really arms folded this time. I had been through it. I done seen the people come to my page for a second and just to see if I'm gonna say something juicy, and then they walk away, and then I got my real fans back. I was ready for that. I guess that kind of was the meaning, but originally I just wanted to finish the verse.